what do you appreciate just about going up against these guys and how unique it is every time you go?
Yeah, it feels like a divisional game. I mean, we know them really well. They know us really well. In the off season, both of us are preparing for each other because we know we're going to come against each other probably twice, like it feels like every year. But it's one of the best matches to play because that's such a talented football team. They have so much firepower. Joe Brady's done an awesome job with Josh Allen, that offense, getting them fired up, and their defense is playing amazing too. So always a tough challenge, but one that we're excited for week in and week out. And it'll be another storybook show for all the viewers watching on TV.
So from the lens of the safety position, just what goes into having to be aware that this could be a pass, but in 1 second Allen could take off and go for the first down?
Yeah, they do such a great job with their motions. I mean, you have guys motioning all over the place. You have tight ends in the backfield, wide receivers in the backfield, running backs at wide receiver. I mean, it's almost like a positionless offense where they have guys all over the place. And when you get that, having proper eye discipline and eye control and knowing where your eyes are supposed to be and ignoring the trash, the things that's supposed to catch your eyes and maybe get you to take a bad step or get a bad read or whatever. If you have proper eyes, that helps eliminate all of that and allows you to continue to play fast.
Josh himself, what is it about the skill set that seems to be maybe not unique, but certainly distinct?
Yeah, I mean, guys like built in the factory, man. I mean, he's 6'5", big, can run the ball well, has a cannon for an arm, launches it 60 yards downfield when he needs to. And then the most special part about him is his ability to create, because there'll be plays where, all of his targets are taken away, and he'll just spin something up and, use his legs to go and make something special or scramble, buy enough time to find a guy running down the sideline or something like that. So it is a challenge on the backfield. It's about plastering, make sure you stay with your guy up front. It's about continuing to pass rush and having the win to be able to chase after him for 60 minutes. But talented player, super talented, has been playing at an MVP level.
How many quarterbacks have you tried to tackle at sort of that size and strength? I mean, I assume he's a little
Yeah, he's in a category of his own for sure. I mean, his combination of characteristics, one of the only guys like that.
Justin, a lot of the blitzes that Steve comes up with are pretty creative, as you know. You ever wonder, when he puts one in, you ever wonder, like, how did he come up with this one?
I mean, him and Coach Reid, I mean, both of those guys don't mind going 40 years into the playbook. I don't know if they watch NFL Network and see, like the 2006 rewinds of whatever game, and it's like, hey, that looked like a pretty good pass rush. I bet we can put that in or something. You know what I mean? But it's fun. He actually listens to some of us too. Like I asked to put in a pressure one time off of what I saw in the college game, and we put it in the next week, and we ran it at some point in the season. So it's fun and it's creative. It keeps things interesting, and try and keep those other guys across from us on their toes.
Did you guys get to the quarterback on that one?
We got a pressure. Didn't get a sack on it, but we got a pressure.
What college game was that?
Hard to remember. Yeah.
Justin, as you kind of look back to your career, could you put into words what it meant for you to make the decision to come to Kansas City and what the last 3 seasons have been like?
Yeah, man, it's been awesome, bro. Like my first couple years in the league was just so much turnover and turmoil, just from 3 different head coaches, 3 different defensive coordinators. By the time I was entering my 3rd year, I was the last guy on the roster from when I was drafted, aside from Kaimi and John Weeks. So, like, the turnover is just insane, and to come to a place with stability where you get to build on what you did last year, continue to improve, learn a system, and stick with that system. I think that's allowed me to shine a little bit and help, bridge the young guys, too, and share them with my experience that I had about how special a place like this is, because it's not like this everywhere. Our young guys don't even know what not making the AFC Championship Game is, And that's not normal at all. I think that they know that, but still, as one of the few guys that has been in a seat where you didn't make that position before, it's just a truly special experience. And this top to bottom, organization, the city, Kansas City has been an awesome city just overall. My neighbors are great. It's been humbling, and I love it.
Hey, Reid, it's been...
Last couple, building off that, what difference does it make to have so many guys in that locker room be on this stage before, if not having played in the AFC Championship, but like multiple AFC Championships?
Yeah, experience definitely does help because we know the magnitude of the moment. And I think that what gives us an edge is being able to handle pressure, right? Because these are the most high-pressure, high-intense situations that most people feel in their lives, just the gravity of the situation in the game. And we've been very, very fortunate to be to a couple of these, and just being able to handle that when something goes wrong, not to fall apart, not to let one mistake turn into 2 mistakes, turn into 5 mistakes, but just be ready for that. But that doesn't come with any type of complacency or thinking that it'll just be comfortable or given to us. We know that we're going to have to scratch, bite, and claw for every inch to be able to go out and do what we need to do to win this game, and just having the right mentality to do that.
We're going to go last four. Todd.
A lot of talk has been made about how the Chiefs' offense hasn't turned the ball over in a long time. But in concert with that, you guys have gotten turnovers on defense in that same time frame. Why was there kind of that little switch in the middle of the season? Now you always try to get turnovers. Why was it happening?
Yeah, some parts of the season are harder than other parts. Sports, there's a saying in football, when you get a pick, it comes in bunches. Or I think that just the fine-tuning of throughout the season, having some guys get injured, some guys come back, but being able to be healthy these last couple of weeks, I think has helped out tremendously. And speaking on the defensive side of the ball, it's just we've reached that part of the season now where guys that weren't here before, we have the chemistry of a total unit, and we execute Spag's game plan at a high level. And when you do that and you do it with violence and intensity and passion, good things tend to happen. So there's been an emphasis on finding the ball. There's been an emphasis on keeping the ball on offense, and guys have been executing, and we just got to continue to do that.
Matt.
Justin, after that collision on Saturday, how were you feeling Sunday morning, and how are you feeling now? You ready to go?
Yeah, it was a busy weekend for me. I got to have my baby girl, which is probably the highlight, even better than the divisional win. But when I got to go over to the birth center and saw her born, I didn't feel anything except love and just so much happiness holding her.
What's her name?
CL.
Harold.
Special moment, congratulations, but Jalen Watson's return just to this defense, how much did that guys help you out with everything you did out there? Just the return of Jalen and now Charles, because they didn't play in the Buffalo game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of cats that didn't play the first game on both sides of the ball that are playing this game that's going to make a difference. Jalen, Charles. Again, go back to 2 years ago, the Super Bowl between Kansas City and the Philadelphia Eagles. Those were the two healthiest rosters in the playoffs, right? So the health of the football team is extremely important, especially in the playoffs. And having this window to get guys back healthy, having guys return so that we can have, our best guns out on the field is going to be something that's going to help us. So huge to have those guys back. They'll make an impact to help us win.
Last one, Steve.
Reid, it's the saying that you guys come up with is in Spags we trust. You even got shirts, made up. Have you ever had a coach, been significant as Spags?
I've ever had a coach what?
That has been as significant as Spags has.
Oh, Coach Spags is 101, man. Like I said, he might be the first coordinator to be in the Hall of Fame, just the way that he's been able, everywhere he's been successful. And he's a guy that everyone wants to play hard for. He cares so much about his guys, but he's also mobile enough to adjust the things he's doing to put guys in spots to make plays. Like, he tries to highlight guys' strengths. He doesn't just try and fit guys into puzzle pieces. And it's been awesome playing for him.
Thanks, Justin.
Yep.